And we're back. The Yachty By Nature, now gracelessly hosting Margeaux, Thorne's freshly imported chief wellness dominatrix. Barely an hour on board, she's already realigning energy by terrorizing Gianmarco's herb garden. And our twins? They're trying to look inconspicuous, which is hard when your ex-almost-stepmother from hell is the new house guest. Last scene, they helped Margeaux get booted. So why hasn't she immediately sicked Thorne on them? Margeaux isn't one for petty revenge when grand manipulation is an option. She instantly clocked Jenny and Daniel as useful leverage, deciding 2 Miltons with secrets, working right under her nose, were far more valuable to her new agenda than seeing them exposed. Why burn your bridges when you can make your enemies dance on them? And so, Jenny and Daniel are on Margaux's radar, squirming, and very much on duty.
Attention crew! By order of our newly boarded guest wellness consultant, all westward-facing portholes are to remain draped with non-GMO kelp until further notice, to filter out negative maritime ions. This is a Margeaux directive, so as you were, and someone please bring me a very large aspirin, please.
Kelp drapes. It's giving swamp chic. This whole wellness guru thing is just her villain origin story, par deux.
I just saw her making Gianmarco bless his olive oil. She's on a rampage, Jen. I'm freaking out. She's been here an hour and hasn't outed me to Thorne yet. It's worse than if she had.
It's a power play. She's enjoying the squirm.
The IPO is in 2 days. I read the prospectus Dad sent. There's a moral turpitude clause. If Thorne finds out Dad has a son, he could use that to crater the whole deal. And we're getting nowhere on Mum. It's like her entirety was scrubbed from the earth. If Margeaux outs me as your twin now, with Thorne already on the edge...
Okay, first, Dad is fine. He texted me from Portofino, completely unbothered. Said he and Captain Beer's soaking up the Ligurian sun. He promised us dinner in Monaco once this is over. Probably to announce you as heir to the ethically sourced diamond throne.
He needs to know Margeaux is here. Now.
I'll message him. Just try not to spiral before my next coffee break, okay?
How are you so relaxed right now?
I'm not. But freaking out won't solve anything, and I will not let Margeaux give me early onset wrinkles.
Ah, the little Miltons. Darlings, that stressed out energy is throwing off the entire room's feng shui. It's very, off-season.
Margeaux, wow. I thought Dad dumped you into oblivion. What happened? Did you run out of things to condescend to?
So adorably provincial, Jenny. One evolves, one gets a better offer.
Provincial? Do you even know what that means? Suddenly you sound like a PhD student? Is there anything real about you?
Hush, hush, dear Jenny. I am curating a bespoke vibrational experience here.
An experience that somehow didn't mention your entire history with Dad's biggest competitor?
The past is just a story we tell ourselves. And frankly, a gauche one. Let's talk about the now. Unless, Daniel, you'd rather I discuss your story with Mr. Thorne?
You're a monster.
Oh, merci. Here's what I need. There's a ledger somewhere on the ship. A roadmap to every toxic investment and karmic black hole Thorne ever dug for himself. You'll find it where comfort meets confinement and secrets take their rest. Seek the shadow of the unread guest.
So you want us to steal from Thorne?
And what's with the riddle, Marge?
Consider it a manifestation quest. Pull it off and I'll reward you with insight. About your mother, Elodie. About the toxic financial drama she was stirring up in Thorne's empire. The kind of drama that gets one uninvited. Permanently. Think of it as an exclusive workshop on uncovering family secrets. Now, run along. My aura is beginning to curdle. Shoo!
Okay, I officially liked her better when she just wanted Dad's Amex and not our indentured servitude. Okay, so she wants us to commit a felony in exchange for gossip. Love that for us. Let's go.
Collie, are you burning sage? You seem to be embracing Margaux's new feng shui initiative.
Margeaux ran some nonsense on me saying this radar needed more positive intention and less skeptical pirate energy. My diagnosis? Margaux's like one Etsy crystal away from founding her own nation. Population delusion. What fresh, holistic directive has she saddled you two with? Meditative bilge cleaning? Affirmational anchor polishing? Oh, and probably like Write a haiku to the rudder or something equally bonkers.
Close. We're on a scavenger hunt for something of Thorn's. Margeaux promised not to out me as a Milton as long as I help her unblock her prosperity pathways. It's apparently hiding in the shadow of an unread guest. Any ideas before my chakras spontaneously combust from sheer ridiculousness and secondhand embarrassment?
Okay, shadow of an unread guest? Easy. That's gotta be the least popular guest cabin at the end of the hall. Or the little library nook just off the main salon. No one ever goes in there. Just try not to get your oar too dirty. And if you find my last shred of sanity while you're at it, send it my way. It probably needs realigning.
Happy to volunteer. To be the one to realign you, Collie.
Well, damn, Daniel. I could be into that.
Holly, report to my quarters immediately. Bring the rock polisher.
All right, best be off. But I'd be keen to know what you'd be up for later.
Who knew Daniel had that in him? Before Collie and Daniel can get to their realigning, Collie makes her way to Thorn's cabin cautiously and ready to realign the bridge of his nose if needed.
Enter. Collie, I have something for you.
Yes, sir?
Here, I need this relocated. It's cluttering my chi or something. Margeaux says this is the kind of thing I need to remove in order to attract wealth. Get rid of it. Burn it. Whatever. I don't care.
Yes, sir. Right away. But where would you like me to dispose of this, sir?
Just out of my sight, and then get back to polishing my precious stones.
What's this? A market analysis of Milton's holdings. With notes? Lab-grown trash. A blight on the industry. Must be neutralized. Okay, so Thorn is Harry Milton's #1 hater.
Margaux's riddle has the twins tiptoeing through the guest cabins like highly caffeinated ninjas on a mission from a very passive-aggressive crystal healer. Their objective? Find Thorn's ledger before the weather, or Margaux's patience breaks.
It smells like potpourri from 1997. You check into the bed? Could be taped on the back of this truly hideous seascape painting. Nope, just more dust bunnies the size of the New York City Rat King.
Barometer's plummeting like my approval ratings. That squall line is intensifying far quicker than forecasted. This is developing into a Class 3, no, potentially Class 4 weather event. Oh, shh. All crew, this is the captain. Secure all exterior decks immediately. Double lashings on all movable objects. Prepare for heavy weather and immediate evasive course alteration. All non-essential personnel to their designated interior safety stations. This is not a drill, people. Repeat, secure all exterior decks.
While the twins navigate a dusty clue, Mother Nature decides to demonstrate what actual chaotic energy feels like.
No! Oh, mia creazione! My cyclone serenity shot. She is leaking. The sacred elixir of goji berry and habanero. It bleeds green all over my pristine counter.
All hands. Starboard deck. Emergency. The mainsail is blown out. Repeat, catastrophic failure to the mainsail. All available crew to the starboard deck immediately. Move!
Heave on that line! Daniel, secure it to the winch now! Jenny, stay clear of that boom. We need to get this canvas down before it takes out the mast.
Quick! Daniel, tie the goats to the railing.
Bridge to deck. We need to reduce pressure immediately or we risk catastrophic damage to the mast and rigging. I'm directing an ordered controlled release of the main halyard. It'll be necessary to sever the entirety of the compromised section. This constitutes a formal directive.
Cutting it's a total snooze and dangerous with all this wind flying around. I've read the Yachting for Dummies book you handed me, and it's gonna be a disaster. If we just tie off the loose rope and, yank the sail down, we could actually save it from ripping to shreds. Seriously, I know how this will work.
That's an untested maneuver in these conditions, Milton. It puts too much load on secondary rigging points not designed for this stress. We'll stick to the established emergency protocol. My order stands. Prepare to cut. That is final.
Okay, so here's the thing, Captain. I totally get the whole protocol thing, right? But hello, we're not in Kansas or even Cassis anymore. This storm is next level chaos. It's giving major apocalypse vibes, not follow the rulebook vibes. If we stick to that, we're gonna be picking up mast pieces from the ocean floor. Seriously, it's time to be smart, not just by the book, you know?
I am the captain on this vessel, Miss Milton, not you. And my orders are final. You will do as you are told immediately, or I will see personally you are written up for gross insubordination and confined below deck for the remainder of this charter. Is that understood?
Captain, I hope obsessing over this manual doesn't sink us. This feels like a Titanic reenactment. Let's avoid that.
The battle to save the sail rages on, and so does the battle between Captain Lucas and Third Stew Jenny. Their argument, fueled by adrenaline, fear, and a whole heap of unresolved personal tension, now spills onto the open comms channel for all the crew to enjoy, endure, mostly endure.
Deck team report. Milton, I need an update on that primary clue shackle. It must be disengaged to relieve the pressure before the boom makes that awful snapping sound again.
I am on it, Lucas. But the shackle is seized solid and the cleat on the other side is loose. It's completely jammed in the fitting. I'm trying, but it's wet and it's slippery and I can't get a good grip. It needs some serious persuasion. I'm gonna work it loose.
Lucas? Jenny is the third stew, not your first mate. I could really use her help battening down the hatches in the main salon. Respectfully.
Work it loose? Jenny, this isn't a spa treatment. Use some force. And Khaya, mind your post. Jenny thinks reading a couple books is enough to challenge my experience. Well, then let her have at it. Put your whole body into it if you have to, Jenny. I need that line slack, and I need it now. The entire operation is depending on your ability to release the tension.
I'm giving it everything I've got. It's so freaking stiff. It just won't go in. I mean, the shackle pin won't go into the kringle. It's like trying to thread a very angry, very wet noodle.
Angry, wet noodle, Jenny, focus. You need to find the opening and guide it in, gently at first, then with increasing firmness. Coax it if you have to. Lube it up with something if it helps. We need that connection.
Lube it up? With what, Captain? The tears from my shattered hopes and dreams? This thing is monstrous. It needs more than just a gentle coaxing. It needs a miracle. Or a much bigger tool.
Okay, the tool is adequate, Jenny. It's all about the angle of insertion and the rhythmic pressure. I'm coming down there myself to provide direct manual assistance.
Captain? Jenny? While I am utterly riveted by this masterclass in applied maritime mechanics and your commitment to achieving full torque, perhaps you could table the discussion on tool adequacy and rhythmic pressure until after we've stopped the multi-million-dollar yacht from impersonating a submarine? Just a thought. Some of us are still attempting to, not die.
I didn't realize.
I did it! The emergency cleat is secured, and I used my priceless copper pot as a wedge, no less. Ha! Take that, demon wind! My Nonna's pot saved us all!
Amidst the tempest and the accidental erotica, Gianmarco, fueled by desperation and a surprising knack for improvisation, might have just stolen the show and possibly saved the ship with cookware. The Great Squall, much like Lucas and Jenny's spectacularly ill-advised comm sex opera, has finally blown itself out. Daylight, bruised and grey, seeps back into the world. The Yachty By Nature is battered, but unbroken, largely thanks to a dented pot and its theatrical owner. Gianmarco is currently taking his bows.
And then, ecco, with the strength of 10 enraged gladiators and the strategic genius of Caesar himself, I, Gianmarco, wrestled the demonic rigging into submission using only my ancestral saucier and sheer willpower. The angle was everything. The raw, visceral heroism.
Gianmarco, you were incredible. That pot wedge maneuver, pure genius. You totally saved the day. We owe you like 1 million Michelin stars. Or at least a very expensive bottle of something.
Cara Jenny, for you, for this magnificent vessel, for the honor of culinary artistry, I would wrestle a kraken with a breadstick.
And the goats made it through. Oh my gosh, all thanks to you and your pot, Gianmarco.
It was nothing, a mere trifle. Though perhaps Mr. Thorne will finally recognize the multifaceted nature of my brilliance.
Luckily, he's been sound asleep in his cabin this whole time. Even Margeaux knew better than to be in the way.
Miss Milton, Chef Gianmarco, while your post-crisis euphoria is noted, there's still significant duties to attend to. Jenny, I require a full inventory of all compromised rigging equipment, cross-reference with original purchase invoices, immediately. And Chef, the galley no doubt requires your less agile attentions.
Compromised rigging? Lucas, we just survived a hurricane by the skin of our teeth and a copper pot. Can the inventory wait 5 minutes? Gianmarco was a hero.
Heroism, Miss Milton, does not negate the need for diligent adherence to post-incident protocol. And as for the chef, his primary heroism should be confined to the creation of edible, non-hazardous foodstuffs. That is what he is paid for, not pot-based acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Capitano, that was innovation, passion, the soul of Italy in metallic form.
You know what, Lucas? For someone who was just broadcasting his deeply personal sail handling techniques all over the yacht, you've got a lot of nerve critiquing the actual life-saving ingenuity. Maybe if your captain's credo had a chapter on not being a pompous, jealous prat, we'd all be better off.
Milton, it's about doing things correctly, properly. Otherwise, it's all just chaos, which you may be used to, but it's not how I run this ship. I'm putting this down. Third stew, J. Milton, shows a worrying tendency to ignore standard operating procedures and needs closer supervision.
Oh, goody. More notes for my file. What's this? Displayed initiative and competence, causing the captain to have a panic attack? Like, should I expect a discount on my next yachtwear purchase or something?
I'm noting a clear disregard for protocol. Protocol that, frankly, keeps people from getting hurt or breaking very expensive equipment. Just try to stick to the book, all right? Your opinions can wait. Milton, hey, what do you think you're doing? Milton, that's my notebook!
You know what, Captain? I was just thinking about buoyancy. Important maritime concept, right? Let's run a little experiment.
You actually threw my entire life into the sea! Are you insane?
Consider it a practical demonstration, Captain, in letting go. Or maybe just an offering to whatever god handles yacht crew complaints. Pretty sure they're overworked.
I think Commsgate just had an aftershock.
When personal and professional lines get that tangled, someone's bound to get throttled by the rigging. Poor Lucas. Poor Jenny. Poor Gianmarco's pot.
While Lucas retreats to nurse his wounded pride and Jenny fumes over her captain's apparent jealousy, Margeaux, creeping on the deck, ever the opportunist, sees an opening. Gianmarco, deflated and yearning for validation, is prime for the picking.
Chef Gianmarco, that was quite the performance during the storm. Resourceful. Mr. Thorne would be almost impressed if he worked in his portable isolation float tank. A shame Captain Lucas doesn't fully appreciate your dynamic problem-solving.
Signorina Margeaux, he sees only a cook. He does not see the artista, the eroe.
Precisely. But I see it, and I believe Mr. Thorne could be made to see it too. Perhaps even invest in your future culinary endeavors. I've heard some whisperings on land that you might need a bit of support there, and Thorne is always looking for unique talents. There's just a small matter I need assistance with.
Why come to me?
Oh, because you, chef, have access and a certain flair. And because Thorne listens to me, I need you to retrieve a data key for me.
Data key? Che cosa?
A little recording device. It looks like this. See the little bird design on it? I know precisely where a careless former associate likely stashed it, and I will ensure Thorne not only sings your praises, but perhaps even bankrolls your next restaurant. Think of it, Gianmarco's Trattoria, funded by Augustus Thorne. Jenny would be oh so impressed. And just to ensure your full cooperation, if you recall, I happen to know the rather explosive secret about young Daniel, about his true parentage. It would be a tragedy if Mr. Thorne, in his current agitated state, were to learn that Harry Milton has 2 children surfing on his yacht, one of them rather undeclared. Such a discovery could have widespread repercussions for everyone. I believe the data key is hidden within the casing of the emergency distress beacon in the port side tender. Bring it to me by morning, and no one else needs to know about our little arrangement, especially not the twins.
Daniel, I got it. The ledger. It was blown under the life raft during the worst part of the storm. It's soaked, but Margeaux.
An invigorating display of teamwork, Miss Milton. And resourcefulness in a crisis. Nature certainly provided an excellent distraction.
Here, Thorne's financial zen. Found it while checking the lashings. Lucky us.
Okay, you fulfilled your end of our energetic exchange. As for mine, the insight regarding your mother, Elodie Dubois, and the 2019 charter. Well, maybe I won't tell you.
Margeaux, come on. We did what you asked. Tell us what you know.
Oh, I can see the Milton coming out on you, Daniel, sweetie. Fine, just for you, my almost stepson. Elodie Dubois was attempting to expose a rather significant karmic imbalance in
Talk like a human, please, Marg.
Augustus Thorne's financial dealings, specifically through a shell corporation known as Argus Holdings. Money laundering, arms deals, that sort of imbalanced portfolio. She was gathering proof against Thorne.
Mum was a whistleblower.
Mr. Thorne does not appreciate threats to his abundance. Your mother played a dangerous game. Now you have a piece of it. What you do with this knowledge, that will truly determine your karmic trajectory. Choose wisely. The universe is watching. And so am I.
I am so over her.
You said it, sister.
Oh, that was cute.
Thanks. Thought I'd be chummy and give it a try.
Oh my god, chummy, try. Oh, stop it, you're so weird and British.
As our twins grow closer, so does the truth about Elodie Dubois, a noble crusader against Augustus Thorne. Our twins wanted answers. They've just been handed a stick of ethically sourced fair trade dynamite with a very short hemp-wick fuse. The storm on the seas has passed, and the goats may have survived, but the storm of secrets, lies, and very powerful, very manipulative enemies, it's finally here.